And joining me now is Tom Mulcair, CTV News political commentator and former NDP leader. Tom, good afternoon and thank you for your time.
Good to be with you, Akshay.
So, what do you make of these regulations that the Environment Minister has just released?
Well, everything that you're going to see in politics for the next few months has everything to do with the next election. We don't know its timing yet, but we know that it's looming large. So Stephen Guilbeault, of course, with the rest of cabinet, approved the Bay du Nord offshore oil project. The Liberals bought and are now paying over $32 billion for a pipeline to the West Coast. So as Canada's Sustainable Development Commissioner has said time and again, the Liberals, who are there for the past 8 years, have not gotten it done. So they've got to start positioning themselves on the environment because it's a big opening vis-a-vis Pierre Poilievre's Conservatives. Poilievre talks a good game on sustainable development. His key theme of unfairness between generations is out there constantly, telling correctly this generation of young Canadians that they might never be able to buy a house, and they're the only generation that will be poorer than their parents. But everything falls apart after that, Akshay, on the environment. So Guilbeault is, again, trying to show that the Liberals care more about this, even though the results are never there. These regulations, by the way, are a very good idea. This is exactly what we should be doing. But again, it comes against a backdrop of 8 years of lack of performance, and they're always setting the timeline further away. So now we're talking, well, maybe 2035, we'll get to net zero. That's some of the jargon Mr. Trudeau and Mr. Guilbeault use. They'll also talk about unabated greenhouse gases. This is a big fight they want to bring to the next conference of the parties. So this is about positioning themselves. Women voters, by the way, Akshay, care a lot more generally about the environment than men. Mr. Trudeau has a solid lead there, and it's a wedge issue for the Liberals to keep those voters away from Pierre Poilievre's Conservatives.
Interesting, of course, keeping the elections in mind, like you said. But let me ask you about the plan itself. We understand, Tom, that the country's grid is already 85% clean. Is the government's goal possible by 2035 then?
Well, there are provinces like British Columbia, Manitoba, and Quebec that have almost all hydropower. So that's clean, renewable energy, doesn't produce greenhouse gases. There are other provinces that are heavy energy producers that rely more on fossil fuels. Think Alberta as an obvious one, also Saskatchewan. So it is an interesting and worthwhile effort by the federal government to say, look, we want to help you. We think that this is in the national interest. The Supreme Court confirmed that when there was a discussion about the carbon tax. The federal government has an overarching jurisdiction to look at these issues on behalf of all Canadians. So Guilbeault's on the right track when he brings this in. But at the same time, Akshay, people are allowed to say, yeah, but you've been there for 8 years. You haven't gotten it done. Why should we believe you this time? If you look, we just looked at two things in the news just before you and I started. The end of world images from a Pacific island, Maui, just the horror of those wildfires, which are things that have been modeled and predicted in terms of climate change. We also see that in Ontario, Mr. Poilievre's gatekeepers, the ones he wants to remove, have been removed by Doug Ford, who got rid of the environmental rules, stopped the protection of the greenbelt so that friends of his government could get access to the best agricultural land and pristine ecosystems so that they could make billions of dollars. That goes together because Trudeau gets to say, this is what Poilievre is talking about. He's talking about allowing rich people to get hold of the best land that we're trying to put aside for future generations. So this whole discourse on environment, the fight against climate change, protecting pristine ecosystems, this is something we're going to be hearing a lot of, Akshay.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now. Great analysis as always. Tom Mulcair, CTV News political commentator and former NDP leader. Thanks so much, Tom.